Closures are JavaScript's secret weapon, and once you understand them, you'll feel like a coding wizard. Let me break it down. A closure is when a function remembers variables from its outer scope even after that outer function has finished running. Sounds weird. Let me show you with a real example. Imagine you have a safe with money inside. You create a function that can access that safe. Now, even if you leave the room, that function still remembers where the safe is and can open it. That's a closure. The function carries its environment with it like a backpack. Here's the magic. Let's say you have an outer function that creates a counter variable set to 0. Inside that function, you create another function that can increment that counter. You return the inner function and the outer function finishes. Boom, the outer function is gone. But that inner function still has access to the counter. That's closure in action. Why is this powerful? Private variables. JavaScript doesn't have true private variables, but closures let you fake it. The counter variable is trapped inside the closure. Nobody from outside can touch it directly. They can only use the functions you provide. It's like data encapsulation. Real-world example. Think about event listeners. You click a button, and it remembers data from when it was created. How closures? The click handler function closes over the variables that existed when you attached it. Even though that setup code ran ages ago, the handler remembers it. Or module patterns. Professional JavaScript developers use closures to create modules with private data. You expose only what you want to expose, public methods. Everything else stays hidden inside the closure. Clean, secure, organized code. Here's what blows minds. Every function in JavaScript creates a closure. Every single one. When you write a function, it automatically closes over variables in its surrounding scope. You've been using closures this whole time without even knowing it. The tricky part. Closures can cause memory leaks if you're not careful. If a closure holds references to large objects and you keep that closure around forever, that memory never gets cleaned up. The garbage collector can't touch it because the closure is still referencing it. Common interview question. What's the difference between closures and scope? Scope is about when and where you can access variables. Closures are about functions remembering their scope even after they've left it. Scope is the rulebook. Closures are the memory. Pro tip. Use closures for data privacy, factory functions, callback functions, and maintaining state without global variables. Master closures and you'll write cleaner, more professional JavaScript. Here's the test. Can you create a function that returns a function that counts how many times it's been called? That's a closure. If you can build that, you get it. Want to see closure code examples and avoid common pitfalls? Drop closure in the comments. Follow 4 more JavaScript concepts that unlock professional level coding.